What did you learn in there? Are you satisfied?
Absolutely nothing. It just proved my point that, I mean, the federal government learned how to do this during the Second World War. You got to imagine Oak Ridge National Laboratory, Manhattan Project, thousands of people working on an atomic bomb, and less than 12 actually knew what it was, and that was kept secret. I mean, these guys are just the classic, it's like a stovepipe, man. They just got their little bit of information, and it doesn't go. And that's the way they keep this. You can say it's disinformation, you can say whatever, but, if I got to hear one more time, I don't know what I don't know. And it's another layer of the onion, and we threw another layer, and we know where not to go, and it's with these cats. But it's clear to me, these guys are telling the truth. As I've said many times, most of these folks are patriotic Americans. They're doing their job. But their job, the confines of their job, limit them on what they can say to us because they just don't know. They got to go, and the way they do it is they keep you in so limited that they could go swear under oath and they could take a lie detector test, and they're telling the truth as they know it.
Nothing new. Nothing new. So I think that with what we're doing, we have a new speaker now. We're working on getting our select committee, and I'm very hopeful about that. But frankly, it doesn't seem like it's anything other than what we were told. And the fact is that Congress should have oversight and the ability to look into and have access to these programs. And the fact is that we're being told that we don't have access to these programs, which defeats the purpose of what we're supposed to be doing.
But your colleagues do have access if they're on armed services, right?
No.
Oh, really? No members?
Well, they didn't tell us. They didn't tell us who. They wouldn't answer that.
And was anything?
If they have information they're not going to tell us, they either don't know or it's so complicated the process by which the information could be available is not going to be available. We can't even find out who is allowed to know. We can't find out if members of Congress are allowed to know, what it takes to let them know, what citizens are allowed to know, which ones, who. We can't even find out that, let alone the information that might or might not be available or known to anyone.
We've got people on both sides of the aisle. My buddy Jared Moskowitz, AOC was in there. Just a lot of people on both sides of the aisle, and Luna on our side. And General Perry, and just everybody was in there. It was the right people to be in there, and they all left frustrated, I felt like.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.